Okay, hold on. Let me do a bit. I do have an intro. So a warm welcome to Bit by Bit. Pixel. Pixel is yay! Pixel is an artist that specializes in pixel art. If it's not obvious to you by looking around at the stream already, she made her own absolutely beautiful, amazing, customized model. And everything you see on screen, except ye good old me by herself.
That's true. I should have made you a pixel chibi.
So she's super talented. I've been super, super keen on getting her on here to hear her story, to learn from her experiences. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on by.
Thank you for having me. I'm just sat here blushing now.
Like you started streaming about 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, about 3 now.
Yeah.
Well, 3 in December.
And how did you get started?
I was up late at night with gnarly insomnia. I met a bunch of not VTubers, but streamers on the other side of the world, one of whom was a VTuber. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, my mind was blown at the creativity. So I was very interested in VTubers in general. And then I kind of was encouraged by friends I'd made in the community, like maybe Christine. She's one of my big inspirations here. And Wheezy Steam, my partner, he really encouraged me. I was like, maybe I'll try streaming. Like, maybe I could do this. And he's just like, definitely you can do this. You could, yeah, for sure. So it was just kind of this combination of, I had some stuff going on in my personal life that I just needed such a big change. And it was weird to be like, I'm in my 30s and I'm sort of VTubing. But I did it, and I have zero regrets to it.
The last guest we had also had like pretty much the same thoughts, like, oh wow, like I'm in my 30s. Is this really, like the crowd, the audience, the rest of the industry is children.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of it's very young people, but I've met just a tremendous amount of people who are, approaching their 30s or already past them that are like, this is so much fun and I love it. And I think it's amazing because I know for myself, it's allowed me to explore my creativity and my process in so many different ways. And I as you can see, like everything around us is hand pixeled colors, picked with care. And, you see that a lot of older people are very attracted to VTubing. And I think it's like, it gives us a sense of play, almost like you get to have fun. You get to unmask. Great.
That's funny that Ciro would say that like every VTuber they know is 30-ish. To me,
it's true, yeah.
Honestly, to me, this is giving like green flag.
Really? Good. Yeah.
It's giving green flag. Like me, when I got into VTubing, like a big part of me trying to like get to know other VTubers really had to do with making sure that, I don't know, they were adults, like above the age of 23, the latest.
I go with 25. That's like usually my breaking. If you're under 25, your brain is not fully developed. I'm sorry, this is no offense meant. I just be safe. Be safe out there. Be safe out there, youngins.
Honestly.
Protect your sacred brain meat.
I have another question. What were some of your reservations getting into VTubing? Like, what kind of made you, I'm worried.
I was really kind of worried about my setup. At the time when I started, I had like one monitor. I started as a game streamer too. I was like, I'm gonna play games. But one of my reservations is that I'm not good at games. Anybody who says I am is biased and lying. I was just kind of like nervous about you're just going live into the abyss and hoping someone notices. And there's something comforting in that, but there was also something really terrifying in that, where I was just like, literally anybody could come in here and I would just be talking to myself. I'm gonna be Yes.
I guess that's interesting because I've heard this a few times from you as well. Like, so basically, I think when we had the first chat, I was like, "Hey, do you post on socials?" And you were like, "Oh,
No.
one time one of my videos got 300 views, and that was like a bit too much."
It was just so weird. It was like in a day, it got that many views, and I had one single comment, and that comment was cringe, and I was just like, "Oh, psychic damage." Ouch. I turned off commenting. I was like, I already know.
You have to lean into hate comments.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're like, you're welcome. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you also had some anxiety about like strangers coming in. I guess unpredictability of it.
Yeah, but I was really fortunate. Like, I had Wheezy with me, and Christine she's one of my mods and like just one of my besties. So like she was there, and our friend Gonk the Potato. Like, I just had these amazing people around me that really encouraged me. Yeah.
Dude, GG's. Shout out to you guys.
I know. I'm insanely lucky in that when I joined Twitch, I fluked my way into just the most beautiful community. Like, I've met such amazing people. First sub, hell yeah. Yeah, Christine was my first ever sub.
Aww.
I was like, I got affiliate, and she was like, oh my god, and then I got an alert that she had subscribed. I was like, what the heck?
That's so sweet. I remember when I got affiliate as well, and the first subs came in. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's so exciting. It's so wild. You're just like, oh my god, wow, really? And I'm still like that when anybody follows or anything. I'm just like, oh, wow.
I do have a question. Also a tangent, a question within the question. Did you know? Okay, I start with the did you know. Did you know that Twitch like pretty much halved the requirements needed for affiliate status?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you need like 25 followers now. You don't need 3 viewers anymore for 7 hours streaming.
Oh, wow.
Like, everything was like seriously cut down.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, now it's a lot more accessible.
Yeah, a lot more attainable.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, to be, okay, not to come off as that person, but in my opinion, affiliate was not that hard.
I agree with you. I know that it might sound kind of like rough to say, but I think because like I said before, like I came into such an amazing supportive community that like I was regularly hitting my 3 viewers. I think for me, the hardest part was getting enough days in order. I had, because you needed 50 followers, and I actually had 50 followers before I had even started streaming because I had been modding for people and I'd been like around. And so a bunch of my friends from the community followed me, and then people would just click on my name. They'd be like, haha, following for funny name. And I was just like, okay, thank you. And that's so nice of you. Bye.
To like get yourself yapping, you have to kind of remove the part of yourself where like you filter, like, you know, the part of you that makes you think, is this an appropriate thing to say? Yeah, get rid of that part.
Yeah, honestly, I think the best part of streaming is it's a space for so many of us to just unmask. You tell that little voice that's telling you like, that's probably kind of lame. Oh, maybe you shouldn't do that. Or like, pretty cringe, bro. And just don't listen to it. Don't listen. Do what you want. Be weird. Say the weird thing. Tell your cat you're going to sniff them and show your feet. Like, just...
Yes.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah. No, it's true though. Like, you gotta, like, get rid of the, the part of your brain that makes you go like, is this, like, are people gonna judge me for it? Yeah, no. I think maybe you can just always just tell yourself, you're gonna get judged anyway. You're a fucking VTuber.
That's true.
Come on.
Oh my god, chat.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just be weird. Get weird with it.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
totally free this economy. Which reminds
Yeah.
me, so
Oh my
Bean and
gosh.
I did like a little bit of like we made like a few TikToks, right?
Yeah.
And we got together and we were like, okay, I'm like, Pixel, what can your model do? And she started showing me what her model can do. And
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you too much, but there's some stuff in there. And I recorded them. And we have a blooper reel.
The edit is amazing. It's so I've shared it with a few of like the close homies, and I died. I absolutely died.
We do have a blooper reel, so look forward to that. How is your content creation streaming journey treated you so far?
Dorothy, getting sucked up in the house and landing in Oz. It has been a whirlwind. It's been amazing and crazy. I have made so many incredible friends. I have also experienced a lot of stress and drama that I probably would not have experienced otherwise. It was just, it taught me, you know, to be firm in my boundaries, and really encouraged me to remember that, like, this is my safe space. This is my happy place. And so I learned to be sturdy with the ban button. You know, sometimes somebody's energy, you just gotta go. Gotta go. Go anywhere else. Yeah, just kind of learning how to keep my energy safe and comfortable, and providing that same thing to the people in my community.
Some people kind of go through like a strike system. Like, oh, okay, that was bad. That's strike number 1. Strike number 3 and you're out. How do you go about this? Do you do this, or do you just like immediate ban?
It kind of depends. There's some things that I will immediately ban. If I feel uncomfortable in any way, if it's somebody that I know that I feel will listen if I tell them off, like sometimes I'll give a warning and be like, okay, I need you to dial it back. And if they continue, then I don't care. And I don't have ban requests or unban requests enabled. So like just...
Okay, if you're kicked to the curb, you are kicked to the curb.
Pardon?
If you're kicked to the curb, you're kicked to the curb.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of it. And I trust my mods. Like, I know that they're not gonna like automatically just ban somebody. And I also, something that I try to remember and remind others is that if you need to, you can unban someone, and that's easier. And in a lot of cases, it's better to unban somebody. You know, just be like, okay, I was maybe a little bit overzealous there, rather than like, if you don't let them continue and they say some horrible, awful stuff. Like, we had an incident with someone who like, it turned out they were really ruining the energy for people, and I like needed to kind of adhere to it. Yeah,
you know, like nuked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mods ban that guy.
Yeah, get him. Exactly. Yeah. Overall, I think it's been really just an amazing experience, and a lot of like really cool learning experience. I still think that like I've been VTubing for 3 years almost, but I feel like such a baby, and like I have no idea what's going on with content creation, because I'm like, I've gotten good at a small part of it, and I feel like then there's like a whole bunch more parts that I need to learn to kind of be more successful in my content creation journey. Because I think like I just love making art. I love it. It makes the brain go brr in the best way. Yeah. But it's the then selling that art, and I think we talked about this, you know, earlier. Like, it's a great feeling when you do, and getting to have that passion be your income. But it's also like there's so much to it. There's so much to learn still.
Like, the way I feel about like streaming and whatnot is streaming and taking commissions, like the whole art creative journey is, it's not much, but it's honest work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's not much, but it's mine.
Yeah, that's the vibe. To wrap up the introduction section, I do have a question for you.
Of course.
To someone who is watching this stream, or probably the one later on YouTube, who would want to be a VTuber themselves, what is one thing you would tell them to always keep in mind?
Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at them. Just have fun. Do what feels good for you and that you have fun with, and your community, like your people will find you. But don't try to force yourself into doing something that you are not happy with, that isn't quite where you want to be, because it's such an incredible creative outlet that why not just be as you can, because then you will find the people that love and enjoy the same things that you're sharing, rather than faking it. But I like numbers if they go up. Sometimes that's nice. Sometimes that can also lead to, it can get tangled in with your feelings, and sometimes it's not the most helpful thing. And I was really fortunate in that I experienced just unbelievable growth. Like the fact that I'm at almost 1,000 followers is mental. I'm just a little guy.
The numbers thing is, like, I feel like I hear this a lot, right? Like, I think people also say, like, turn your viewer count off.
Yeah.
And I think that's like,
look at it.
That's like really good advice. If like looking at that really like kind of affects your mood and your delivery.
For me, it didn't for a long time, but there have been like phases where like I'm just feeling sensitive because of something else going on, and then like if the numbers differ in any way, then I'm like, oh no, I can spiral a little bit, so I just don't look at them. I try not to. The only one is we look at the follower goal sometimes.
I don't know, like I kind of do the numbers thing pretty seriously, and I don't know, like I think I totally agree, right? Like it's very difficult to separate like the numbers from like how you feel, or like sometimes you might even assign. Here's a fun story. You might even assign like value on like, is the thing that you're doing not good if there isn't like people watching. Which absolutely. Is absolute bonkers and not always the case. And with like social media, this is like such a big thing as well. I think I talked to you a little bit about this. Like I make TikToks a lot. I make a lot of TikToks. And my sister was like, what the fuck, why aren't you posting on YouTube Shorts? And I'm like, oh, because it's another thing I have to do. It's same like Blue Sky. I'm like, oh my God, I have to open another fucking thing. But I started posting to YouTube Shorts, and they are so different. Like, I think you can draw some like, oh, this is because the audience is different. I mean, there are reasons, right?
That's true, yeah.
But if you are someone that thinks that like, we can't really separate it. If you think that the work that you do is good or bad depending on the response, you might be wrong.
That's true. Yeah. I do really like Twitch has their analytics in the dashboard. And so I really like, I pay attention to those numbers sometimes. Like I'll look and see like, okay, these are the days that I'm doing the best, but this is the time that I'm doing the best. So like tracking that can be helpful.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you, Cookie.
Ouch.
Let me just. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry.
Just flip your arm backwards, no problem.
Twitch analytics. You like looking at those?
Yeah, I find those helpful. I find that, having that resource available to see, like I said, like it shows me like what time of day my art streams would be most popular, or like when I would have like the most views. So I look at it for that. I look at the numbers for that to be like, okay, this is, if I want more people to be available and to, show up and be interested in like having a co-working stream up, then these are the days that I should do it. And, knowing that's okay, I can take that day off because it seems that the numbers are down on that day. So like put my focus on the days where I am getting more traffic.
That's very interesting because I rarely do like granular analysis like that. I always am this month. Person.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, so I look at it in the dashboard in Twitch. I think it can you can set it up to see like by week, by specific date, by month, or whatever. So it's a nice resource if you're looking to figure out like.
One thing I like about the Twitch analytics is that like all of the words have explanations. Like if you hover
Yes.
over them, and that is
Yeah.
really really good. Because
Yes.
like for people who aren't like well versed in like these SEO shit, right?
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
Yeah, the tooltips are there. Twitch also does, especially in the creator clubs, which we're a part of. They have so many learning resources available. Like there's a lot out there to kind of help you make the most out of what you've got, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I tend to look at like the Twitch Creator Club streams often, right? Like I open the club and then you can see like who it is from the club that's streaming, right? And I saw Pixel in there one like random day, and I'm like, what is going on in here? Your current aesthetic that is, cute, bright colors, big on pastels. 1960s sci-fi, your words, pastel goth vibes. So what's going
just
on
an
here?
amalgamation of all my ADHD interests.
Okay, so before I let you speak, right? When like after we talked and you told me like, okay, this is like this is a vibe, this is what I put together, this is what I wanted. This reminded me of something we discussed in like creative writing class, and it's giving in a good way, in a way that I like. It's giving like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So, we talk about this in creative writing class because it feels like sometimes you do like these exercises to get like your brain juices flowing, where you like throw in random words and see if you can build a concept out of it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, honestly, none of them have anything to do with the other.
It's true. Yeah, it's weird too. It's just.
But it works.
Yeah,
it
does.
Works.
It does.
And I get the same vibe like in your stream, especially after I heard the like keywords, right? 1960s sci-fi pastel goth. Wow.
It's very much, it's like I took one thing and then I covered it in the colors from another thing, and then I gave it the shapes from another thing, and I was just like, this is how I'm going to incorporate all of my special interests into one. Yeah, I really I wanted, when I talk about like 1960s sci-fi, I'm talking about like Barbarella and like Logan's Run and these like old, very the architecture is always like very kind of brutalist, and like it's beautiful. But then I was like, I don't like the colors a lot of the time. It's like it's very gray, it's very drab, it's
drab
and simple. Ugh, gross. So I put gold trim and pastel colors on everything. I'm like, I want to make it purple. I want to make it teal. I want it to be the shapes and the aesthetic kind of one thing. And yeah, like I said, just I can do whatever I want.
I think one thing you said earlier, and I think that really came through, and you mentioned this before as well, like you wanted to live in the pixel world, and now you do, and you really made it your own.
Yeah. I I had followed, I think my first Twitch streamer that I followed, just everything from her panels, like everything on her stream, all of her emotes, they had the same color palette and this feel to them. And it was so amazing to me to like go from her channel and then to another channel and like another one of our friends, where like everybody had really just like built their own little pocket of reality almost, where it's like, so for Christine, we go to her swamp, with our friend Erin, like she's cozy burb, so it's all like cozy and warm colors and warm tones. And another one of my friends, his like, it's this amazing retro style, and he plays these surreal Japanese games that have never been released in English, using Universal Games Translator. Oh my goodness, it is wild. It is wild. It is so cool. But I was going to these streams where it really did feel like I was, like I said, entering a different dimension for a few hours. I was out of here, and I was like, I want to do that. Like I want to create that same feeling. Just something that is not everywhere, which like there's always going to be crossover and stuff like that with themes and creative stuff, but I think there's so much that we can do to make our little streams, our reflections, and I think that's
yeah. How did you become Manicpixelbeangirl? What is this?
I was just chilling around, living in caves, being a little guy with my radio, wandering around, and I usually listen to my radio stories, my podcasts, my things like that. And I caught these Twitch broadcasts, these stray bro. We're talking a lot today. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of just like, I got so intrigued, and I thought, how would I represent myself? What would be a name for me? And originally, I went with Lady Yaga, like Lady Gaga and Baba Yaga, but the best of both. And so that's how I started. And then one day I was running around playing Final Fantasy 14 as my little Lala fell, and I realized I was just bouncing around. I was just this bouncing bean, and the term Manic Pixie Dream Girl kind of gave way to Manicpixelbeangirl, in that like I'm not diagnosed manic, anything like that. Mental health is very serious. I don't claim to be, but I do have very excited energy sometimes, and I do go on tangents, and so that really fit for me. And obviously my obsession with pixel art kind of made it even more
so what's the
fitting.
Bean?
Cat beans, toe beans, my baby beans.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yes.
I see.
Because if you have a cat, I want to see their beans. If you have a dog, I want to see their beans. Show me your lizard beans. Show me any of them. I love them. The babies.
I don't know about the lizard beans, though. Okay.
Oh, they're so weird and cute, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I will pet the lizard Pete's. So she doesn't have to.
And how did you space alien goblin VTuber come around?
I had spent quite a while being very isolated and disconnected from things. I like we've said, I live under a moon rock. I don't know most of what's going on in pop culture anymore. So I felt very much like I'm this alien. I'm from another planet, man. I don't know what anybody's talking about most of the time. But
everybody who can relate can have hands up in the chat, because I know that so many of you are the older generation here. The senior citizens are in the chat. If you don't get the memes, can I have a hand raised, please?
Yeah, please. I'm very fortunate. Wheezy often explains them to me. I'll be like, I don't get this, or he'll be like, no, honey, you can't. Don't say that. Don't say that one. So helpful. I really appreciate it. He always makes.
I did this to Bean as well. She was on it, and I was like, "What the hell you on? What the hell you on?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
What you're saying to me?
Oh, but then immediately afterwards, she goes like, "What did you say?"
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, immediately afterwards, she was like, "We listen and we don't judge." I'm like, wait, so is it half a moon rock? Because there was some stuff.
That goes back to I mentioned having echolalia earlier, and that we listen and we don't judge, and the tone of saying it is the reason that I repeated it, because I was watching a streamer and 5 times in one night she said that, and it just that's it, that's all it took. Mm-hmm. That was part of my lexicon.
Valid. I'm so sorry, but distracted again. How the space alien goblin VTuber? Tell me.
Yes. So it was the mix of being from another planet in terms of feeling I just don't socially get it. I'm still learning. I'm studying. I'm trying to figure it out. And the goblin energy of I want to try everything. I want to eat everything. I want to try it all twice. I want to set things on fire and explode it and see what happens. Because I think F around and find out is the best way to go about things at this point in my life. You know, it just seems like, why not?
Yeah, why not? You know, I love that. I love that. Why not? Here's an interesting question. I'm super looking forward to this as well. Can you show us some of the early wishes, sketches, timeline, evolution of Pixel?
Gee, oh my gosh.
And I'm a legit do this.
Okay, hold on. I've got to find them. Here's my original. Guys, remember? Do y'all remember this is what I used to look like? I put myself behind you. Whoops. Hi.
Oh my
god. This was me. Yeah, I was just a little pajama gob. Yeah.
I love
that. So that was V1. I was a little PNG tuber. I was just sat here in the dark making noise. And then I grew up a little bit. I evolved. I got a little more detailed. Let me drag in my other one. I have my birthday version. I have a Halloween version too. This was fun. So for Halloween one year, I dressed up. I was a vampire. I got the fied.
Ooh, that was it. I love it.
Yeah. So this is my closed mouth gift.
You know what? It is starting to look more like the one that you have now.
Yeah, she started to come together. I was getting there. I was getting slightly more detailed. My antenna, I had them set up so they could blink. One of the things that I really wanted when I went 3D was I wanted to be able to move my ears. I wanted floppy ears, and now I can't give them wiggle. That was all I wanted.
I love it.
So that was my Halloween. Where's a little bit more? Oh, wait, I've got... I can't find the other one, but here's my birth. Why is she giant?
She's beautiful.
This is my last version before my birthday. Or before my...
Okay, now it's really starting to... I feel like this is very close to what you have now.
Yeah, this was the kind of last format, and then it was kind of just a matter of separating this to have it rigged. As you can see, I made some small changes throughout. But yeah, this was my last effort before becoming 3D. And then I actually went back to PNG for a few... I'll show you guys my... So proud of this, okay? I'm so proud of her. She's just so cute. I went as wait. No, God, where did it go?
This is so cool. I love seeing behind the scenes stuff. Oh, show me.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna open Aspray and I'll share that because
show me.
I can't find it. Where's my Sailor Moon?
Also, Pixel, absolute preparation.
Yes, I was very prepared.
So prepared. 10 points for preparation.
Yep, I tried. I didn't do good. Let's see. Now you can. There you go. This was my.
Hey yo!
We did a Sailor Moon tabletop RPG, and I got to be Sailor Moon. So this is me as Sailor Manic.
It's so good.
Oh, this isn't a terrible place. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to make, and so I got to use that for a tabletop game. It was a lot of fun.
Did you play D&D?
It was actually, there's a Sailor Moon tabletop RPG.
Oh.
Which was amazing. It was everything I had ever hoped for and wish I had known about 20 years ago. It was so much fun.
Nice. Also, let's talk about monetization. Is this something you pay attention to?
It is. Because I am disabled, I am on income support for that. So it's very limited. And I live within my means quite happily, but I would be lying if I said that it didn't help out a massive amount. So like I said, that $15 a month that I get for ad revenue, that goes to buying really good treats for my cat that I love him. He's everything, and he deserves the best, and that kind of stuff helps me give it to him and kind of gives me extra quality of life. It helped me to buy the screen tablet that I work with now. It's helped me to live a much more normal life and feel much more like less of a burden almost. Like not that I feel like I'm a burden, but it was just having that kind of freedom that really made a difference to me. So one thing that I am trying to look at for going forward is other ways to monetize things. So, making merchandise and things like that. That is a goal going forward. But yeah, stuff like the ads, stuff like the subscriptions. I also have Ko-fi subscriptions. People can, if they want to support me directly without giving Twitch a cut. I've got those kinds of options available.
Can we have them in the chat, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Coffee in the chat.
Coffee.
Please go support Pixel if you can. She's really amazing. And
if you can, please
more
don't.
snacks for her kitty.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for answering the monetization question very honestly. I always find, and I feel like this is maybe a little necessary to mention, often a lot of small to medium creators that I get on here, unless they're dependent on like disability income in some way, they almost always say like Twitch is just like a hobby. I don't make money doing this. I don't want to make money doing this. Like, I think looking at money, getting into Twitch is like a bad way. You're going to have a bad relationship if you kind of think about monetization a lot. And I agree. But this shouldn't, I think, in my opinion, ultimately, kind of leaning into what Ciro was saying earlier, right? Like, Twitch is pretty much exploiting your labor. I'm sorry, but that's what's happening here, right? They're making you do shit for free so they can run ads. So you should really try and get paid for your labor because it is something.
Absolutely. And a lot of us, like, we put so much work into what we're doing. I, at one point, had to discuss with my disability income caseworker, like, what I do. Because I was like, okay, well, I'm making income. I have to report that. And, like, how do I explain to her what I do? And I was like, well, I mostly just do art commissions for people, but then I also I stream the process. And she's like, what does that mean? And I was like, it means I let people watch me do it, kind of. And she's like, and they give you money for that? And I was like, yeah. And I think she thought it was like an adult entertainment venue. And I was like, no, like, I mean, I'm just drawing cats. Mostly just drawing.
Okay, but to be fair, it does go into the adults again. Not you, right? I feel like the VTuber industry, right? Like, VTubers. So many go into the like, oh, I do voice acting. Pay me to get, I don't know, sexy voice.
Lots of sexy ASMR. Girlfriend experience whispers.
Girlfriend experience stuff. Like, it really goes into that territory, though.
Honestly, and they're doing well for themselves. So good job.
You know what? Yeah, GG, good for you.
Yeah. Go queen.
Get it. Get that bag, girl. All right.
Yeah, so absolutely.
That's going to be the end of the deep dive section. I think I learned a lot. Thank you for sharing.
Yay. Thank you.
Sharing. Which brings us to collaborations. And you said that you're bad at collabs.
Yes.
Why? What the hell? What the heliante?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I feel like I'm bad at collabs when I'm also streaming because if I'm just streaming, like, I can focus on chat and that's fine. I don't have like focusing on chat and then also trying to maintain a conversation, trying to provide entertainment, and also do the thing that we're meant to be doing instead of just.
Okay, valid.
Yeah, it is a lot. And I think, especially with VTubing, like, we have so many things happening at once that we have to kind of monitor and pay attention to. That I feel like I don't give my best self when I'm collabing it if I'm also streaming it. Yeah. But I'm always really happy to, like, you know, like, pop it up here for the day, or like sometimes I pop up on Tinderleads or my friend Pahi, and you know, it's that part's really fun. I really like that. And of course, like, I do love connecting with people and making new friends. I just get sensory overload.
I get it.
For the longest time, I was very self-conscious about my voice. I have issues sometimes with maintaining a volume Sometimes I can only kind of whisper or I scream and I shout. And I also have this thing for like, I kind of just make weird guttural noises sometimes. It's a self-soothing behavior. It's an expression of enjoyment. I'm a weird little goblin.
I get it. Also, you choose to be here. So
yeah.
It's my safe space. No, in my house.
Yes, absolutely. I also find like with collabs sometimes, so it's not as set up as it was, but when I had started with streaming, I tried to make sure that I had everything on my screen was in the open dyslexic font. It isn't anymore. I've kind of moved away from that, and I'm not sure if I want to maintain that change, because I know a lot of people look at that font and they're like, that's hideous. That's the grossest font in the world. And I'm just like, that is such an amazing invention for anybody who has a bit of dyslexia. That
I get it. I see what you're saying, but it is the hideous font.
It is the hideous font. It's so ugly. I hate how ugly it is. It looks awful. But oh my god, the readability. So I actually use a plugin on Twitch. So everything, all of your Twitch pages, all of your Twitch chats are all in open dyslexic font for me. Because the font, it does help me a lot. Yeah.
What are some of like the learnings, good, bad, through the collabs you have done in the past?
Honestly, I don't think there's been any genuine low points. There's not been anything that's like bad that's made me feel like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I should never do this again. I've always had fun with them. It's just one of those things that, like, it's so outside my comfort zone that I have shied away from it. But one of the things that I really want to do as a VTuber is expand that comfort zone. Like I said earlier, I'm always just in competition with myself. I just want to be a stronger version of yesterday. And sometimes that means trying a thing that terrifies me. So like I applied for a stream team event last year at the behest of my friend Christine called Stream Inc. And it's the team I'm still a part of. And it was every day of October, a different art streamer was featured, and we all gave an art prompt. And like that's something that I had never participated in. I wouldn't have done it because it's so outside of my routine, my comfort. But again, like I want to jump off the rocks into the water. I want to try everything. I want to take that risk, because what is the worst that could happen? Probably nothing. But I would rather know that I tried and it wasn't that much fun, rather than be like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to.
I did it and it was not that good. It's better than I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm very much like, I want to try it at least once. I tell my chat all the time when it comes to stuff, like I want to try it at least twice. Because what if the first time, especially when I say this in terms of like food, but it's with experiences as well, right? Maybe the food wasn't prepared as well as it should have been. Maybe they were missing an ingredient and it just wasn't quite right. Like, give it another try, because maybe just that day it wasn't it, but it could still be good. Still try.
One could be good.
Yeah, keep on trying. Don't give up. No giving up. That's my learnings.
I like that. Usually really people say try anything once, but you're like, no, do it twice. Do two.
The first time.
Go 2 for 2.
Goblin energy. Yeah.
Let's talk about community management. Tell us some ups and downs in the last 3 years.
Oh boy.
Guys, some teasers still, I think.
I'll start with the downs so that we can work our way up to the good stuff.
What? Good plan.
Community management is really hard, and it's a part that I had experience with in the past, in my pre-Twitch life, but not in the same way. It was just like I was used to managing Discord servers and groups of children. So wrangling Twitch viewers is not too much unlike wrangling my toddlers. But community management was something that I wasn't prepared for. And in the beginning, I had issues with a mod who really, really helped me with starting out. But it got to a point where they were really kind of holding that over my head. They were doing things that I didn't agree with or that I was uncomfortable with, and then kind of putting it back in my face, like, well, you wouldn't be here without me. And I was like, okay, well. So that was one of the boundaries that I really had to learn to set and put my foot down, that like, no, this is my space. These are my rules. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. And being firm with them that like, no, this is a hard line. And he had said something one day where he was just like, oh, Bean would never unmod me. And I was just like, you find out today.
The tea is piping.
Kind of so yeah, it was very much a matter of me kind of having to shut that down. And after I did that, I had multiple people in the community come up to me and be like, hey, I am really glad that person's gone, because it was getting to the point where like I wasn't having as much fun in your streams, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I wish people had told me sooner. It actually took a few people coming to tell me. So I'd say that was kind of like my low point, my hard part of community management. That was stuff that I was like, that's
I think it's always harder when it is someone that is like super involved as well.
Yeah, like they were my friend, and it hurt. It sucked because I was just like, you see what I'm trying to do here. You see what I'm working day and night for. And then to like disrespect that goal and that want. I was just like, you're working against what I'm trying to build. So this is not it for me. Not it for you. Let's go. But that sucked, and we got through it. And on the positive end of it, I have met so many incredible, creative, beautiful artists. People like Christine and my friend Billion Babble, that's him up in he's doing a little heart face ooh in the stuff I made PNG.
So more on the community, right?
Yeah.
So to pursue creation full time, it's very crucial that you do have a community that supports you, right? Like whether it's they're willing to be a part of like Patreon, Coffee, be a subscriber on Twitch, be there for you, like kind of show up every day. So what do you think you're doing right to maintain it?
I wonder about that a lot. And I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier, and that like I can't help but be myself, and that genuine connection that I build, I think really makes a difference in that. I went from streaming games sometimes to being an art streamer, and then after a while I had to take some time to heal up from something, and I was like, all I can really do during this time is play games. And I was really grateful that I didn't lose followers. I didn't have people being like, oh, okay, well, your content's changed, so I'm out of here. They were like, do what makes you happy. Stream when is good for you. Do what you like to do. Yeah. And I think just being open with my community, and I think you get back what you put in a lot of the time too. So I'm here for my community as much as I can be, and I think that they really give that back to me a lot as well. Like Zero Sen and Virlex and Wheezy and Christine and Kinderly, everybody who's come over to say hi today. Like, I thank you guys. You mean the world to me. I will cry, but
don't cry. We have some more questions. Save it for later.
Right, but I'm really grateful for what we're doing.
Save the crying for later. They're happy at the highlights at the end, guys. Do you have tears in your model?
No, I did draw them, but we ended up, I don't think they got added. I think I had done some stuff with the layers, and then I think at one point my rigger was like, okay, I've actually got a couple more changes, then I'm going to send you the file, but I had already started using the model. I was like, no, I love it.
Brother. Gotta get those tears in here. What's one achievement you are most proud of as a creator?
Oh my goodness.
And you can't say community.
Damn it. She got me. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I think I threw in for a bit.
I think maybe participating in streaming, because that was so out of my comfort zone. That was joining a community of like hundreds of people and having hundreds of people visit my stream and going to a different stream and meeting new artists in their community every day of an entire month. I joke sometimes that it took me like 6 months to recover from doing streaming because it was so physically and mentally draining for me that I really was down for the count for a while, and it was a lot of recovery, but I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so proud that I applied, and then I was really upset when I got accepted because my friend didn't get accepted with me, and I was like, I don't want to do it if you're not doing it. And then I talked to the creators. I was like, can I share my slot with her? And she was like, don't do that. That's no, you can't. I won't let you. And so, going ahead and doing it, I did not complete all of the art prompts because I burnt out after the fourth day. But I tried. I stuck through with it. And I met amazing people from there, and I'm excited to be a part of it still. So that's I think one achievement that I'm really proud of, because that if you had looked at me 3 years ago, and that's not something you ever would have, I would not have thought myself capable of that. And I was far from the most capable person, but I still did it. So yeah, that's something I'm really proud of.
Yeah, compliments. Thank you. Also, of course, I know I barred you from saying community, but I feel like, of course, this is the most precious thing that we get out of doing this. So
1,000%, yeah.
Needs not be said, honestly.
I think,
and the reason I barred you is because I wanted you to tell me something you did, something you did as a creator, and I got something, so that's good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do default a lot to just be like, no, it's them. I didn't do it. I just showed up. I'm a dancing monkey.
You gotta get the good stuff out of you.
Yeah. To be fair, I think the community is just the heart of it all. That we had talked before, Sajini has given herself a gap year to explore the world of VTubing and streaming, and I was wondering if she's planning to continue with it or what her plans are for going forward, because I think this is cool as heck. I think that this is something I haven't seen really before in the Twitch or VTubing community per se. So I think it's so neat, and I would love to know what's happening, what the future is looking like here. Yeah.
Genuinely kind of looking at my progress so far retrospectively, I feel like this has been amazing, and
absolutely.
I hate to do comparisons, but I've been doing really good.
Yeah, oh, absolutely you have. I think especially you mentioned your social follow, that's insane. That's so much work to get to that point that I'm I'm stunned, but it's you've really captured something that people want to click on, people want to watch, and I think that's really special.
I think I did something. which really generally my perspective right now is oh, this is fun, this is lovely, and I can build this, but so much work needs to go into it, and I'm happy to do the work. I love the work. I love talking to people. I love making the funny TikToks, calling people sticky, whatever. I love this stuff. But that's not enough. It also needs time. It's not going to happen in a year. If there is a learning, it's not going to, nothing is going to be accomplished in a year.
Absolutely not, no.
And now that I'm kind of looking at it, I really feel like it's better to play the long game instead of try and put all of my energy into kind of, you know, I don't know, making TikToks, YouTube, Twitch, doing like regular streams, blah, 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 instead of like throwing 100% of me in here, it's better to let time do the work as well, because that is like so much of the work that you do, so much of the credit you give the community, all of that is valid, but so much of like your like instincts, your demeanor, your trips, like your tricks, right? Like things you do to make things fun, and then talking to other people and the community you build. I think I've met so many amazing people through the Q&As. And all of that is not like, oh, like I'm really good at networking, or like I'm really good at keeping people engaged, or I'm really good at being funny. It's not that. It's just time.
Yes,
a lot of time needs to go into it outside of like, you know, you being talented, skilled, dedicated, blah blah blah. All of those things matter.
I think you really need it's lightning in a bottle, right? Like you've managed to get all of these things to converge, because it is all those things, but then it's more than that. It's that you and it's like, it's such a tightrope, and it's so I think it's so fluid. You know, like I think I'd mentioned before, like when I first started streaming, I had 50 followers before I ever went live, because I had made friends through the community, or people were like, your name is funny, haha, click. And that was really cool. But if I had been like, oh, okay, I've had 50 followers before I've even started, in like my first 2 months being on the platform, like that was not indicative of how much I would grow in the next few months. And those months weren't always indicative of how I would do in the time following. So it really kind of goes sometimes, like you'll get like big waves of it, and then you might not for a little while. So it is very much, it's the long game.
It really is. And that is definitely like my big learning coming out of this. Like, I think if you were to ask me, hey, Sajini, what did you learn about like making content on TikTok or whatever? Like, I really, like, I can tell you things. And those, I don't think necessarily would be different to like what you'd hear elsewhere as well, right? Like, oh, like, right, interesting hooks or whatever. Right? You,
oh God, I have to be interesting now?
Please don't. But those like things that we already know just confirm those biases. Plus, on top, my biggest learning is that you need to put in so much time. That is like not necessarily like, oh, you're grinding at it. Like,
it's sometimes, it's not grinding at it. It's like, you know, it's making sure that you're up to date with your listings while you're watching TV or something. Like, it's not grind, but it's still, you're still working. You're still giving up part of your mental energy to maintain a thing.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it is still grind, but just not in the way that people might think.
Okay, and so that kind of brings us to the end of Bit by Bit. I think that was a good summary. Hey, we're getting followers. Thank you, guys. Shout out to you guys.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. My cheeks actually hurt from smiling today.
Yay! It's a good stream. It's time for crying. Okay, cue.
Yay!
Well, thank you for the follow, Zero.
Yeah.
Here's some tears, sub. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for coming on over. There's so many of you here. It blows my mind. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being in the chat. Love talking to you guys. And catch you again in the next one. But more importantly, Pixel, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Like I said, this has been a delight. I was nervous / excited, but like so thrilled to be here. This has been great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're most welcome. So I saw her in the Twitch Creator Labs. I saw that. I was like, you, me, right now.
Let's go.
You and me right now. It took some time, but we got there.